Hey, my loves. Welcome to another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment because I love to bump gums with you. Hope you enjoy. Hello, my loves. It is Lala Kent. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast, regular old episode. You know, I'm just happy to be here today.
Happy to be here.
Vroom, vroom.
Oh, fresh off of Ocean's first
Dance recital! She was so cute.
You went, right?
Yes, I have so many videos.
You have to send me more.
No.
Landon went.
Landon
Yeah,
went.
I was the only
crew
one
was
that didn't
there.
go.
The crew was there. Oh, we were there in full force. We all had flowers to give to Ocean after. I was a little bit nervous because she always wants to be on stage. She talks about it all the time, turns everything into a stage. And I'm like, I wonder if she's going to love it just as much when she's actually up on stage and looks out and sees all these people. You guys, I'm biased. My kid's a star.
And let's make this clear because this is important. There were only 2 girls up there. Like, to
Just
me,
Ocean and her
just
her
little
Ocean
friend.
and her classmate.
It's so great.
If that were me, I'd be horrified. I'd have to have a full class and then I could no. And she just performed. She performed the hell out of that. If I was a rich girl.
She performed to the song "Rich Girl" by Gwen Stefani, had a white boa.
A boa.
And when she noticed that I was down there recording, she stops and goes,
And she waves. Yeah.
Best.
it was the cutest thing ever. So let me tell you, the school that Ocean goes to, keep in mind they're 3. Sheena's baby, Summer Moon, had a performance that same day. So we were sharing videos of our kids at their recitals. And Summer Moon is in a class that's full to the brim. And they're dancing to some ballet, actual ballet song. Twirling, hands above, down, very structured. And when I told Sheesh, you've got to switch her over. And not because I think my school is better. You know, they're 3. What are they possibly doing in ballet and tap class at the age of 3?
Right.
I'm like, you're driving to the west side once a week. That is so freaking far. Bring her over here. It's down the street. The girls can be in the same class together. And Sheena, I could tell she was stewing about it because she likes the structure of the dance school that Summer Moon is in right now. I was like, I so appreciate this. And this is so Sheena, right? Because Sheena has, since her miscarriage and since Summer Moon's birth, has postpartum OCD. So she obsesses over everything. So I'll watch her after we have conversations and I can tell the wheels are still going. She's like, I just really don't know if I want to switch her over to Ocean's class. And I'm like, okay, but why, babe? She's like, I really like the structure. And I'm like, but you're missing it. There is structure with Ocean's class, but only as much structure as a 3-year-old will allow you to implement in class, you know? And I had to explain to her, Ocean, in my mind, it goes back to our parenting styles. And I like this conversation because I find that there's a lot of women who listen to this podcast who are parents, and we all kind of banter back and forth. And we're like, well, what works for you? My kids seem similar to yours. Because parenting, we've said, is all about survival. But I feel like Ocean, this is my own personal opinion, has her entire life to fall into structure. She's going to go to school. There's going to be freaking structure. She's going to have to go out and get a job one day, and there's structure. It's like, right now, I just want her to dance with a boa, kick her legs up, and, in class, run, and if she makes it to the beanbag at the other side, hit the bell with her toe.
Right.
That seems cute.
Right. And also, I've heard it's important that getting their brains, not trained, I don't know what you would call it, to the extracurricular activities and not starting when they're young. This is only something I've heard when I was nannying. Not starting when they're young, getting it to it's like, we have to go. Granted, I heard there's also pluses to that, but just a positive reinforcement to we get to go. Look at these things you get to do, soccer, dance, and make it piano, making it exciting will make it so they don't drop out as soon as they can when they have the choice.
Yeah.
Make it an option.
Yes.
My mom always said you have to honor your commitments.
Honor your commitment.
Yeah, so you have to give it a certain period of time, and if you still hate it at this point in time, then we can reevaluate and you can stop.
Mm-hmm.
But you better be thinking what you're going to do in like replacement of that. But this being said, it was so wild to see like Ocean's dance versus Summer Moon's dance. And you can just tell, like the other day, Summer Moon comes down the stairs and she goes, Ocean, if you're going to play in my playroom, you can't dump the toys out and you better pick them up if you do. Like, it's like been a conversation. My daughter doesn't clean up. Like she just doesn't.
But
right?
Summer Moon does?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Summer Moon
that's
is
nice.
like the best.
I have a few things.
Not saying Ocean isn't the best.
Around my house. No,
But she listens. When they tell her it's time to go, Summer Moon puts her shoes on.
My
daughter looks at you like, go fuck yourself.
I'm not ready.
I ain't going anywhere. Yeah. And like, what are you going to do? Make a scene in front of all these people?
Why don't you go, bitch?
And she's right. You go. And I said, and she's right. I'm like, what am I going to do?
So it also probably depends on the kid.
It does depend on the kid.
Okay, really quick, I want to mention, because I was going to tell you this, I might as well say it on the show. So while we were at the recital, I told you, I leaned up and I said, wow, I see a lot of jujitsu parents here from my jujitsu gym.
Yeah.
Okay, there were. So there were a lot. There's a jujitsu kids class at 10th Planet Burbank. Guess what I learned?
What?
So I see the jujitsu dad and I like talk to one of the coaches and he goes, oh yeah. So I go, oh, I'm not going to say her name. His daughter must also be in dance. And he goes, no, his son is.
Which one? The Barry's boot camp hat?
I don't know which one, but I said, how cool is that? Like the son wanted to do dance, the daughter wanted to do jujitsu, and the dad's like, absolutely. I just think that's so cute. I don't know why it's so.
Were there a lot of boys up there dancing or just him?
No, just a few.
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
In different, like there was a little
Scattered
boy
throughout.
in the 1 to 2 class.
Mm-hmm.
And he had on a tux.
He was so
Hell yeah.
And he just sat there with his
stood there.
one hand in the pocket.
the whole
Just
time.
stood there.
and stared.
Didn't do
Just
a single
an
thing, but
established
rocked
gentleman.
back, and everyone cheered.
Yeah.
He rocked back on his heels, and then everyone was like,
yeah.
he killed
Was he
him.
the
then
only
at-
one up there?
The only boy, yeah.
Only boy.
There were a lot of kids or toddlers.
Oh, I wish we got a
One
video
girl
of that guy.
screaming, crying
Oh, yeah.
the whole time.
Sobbing.
Another girl who was very into it.
Yeah.
And then the boy who finally got his toe tapping at the very end.
Hell yeah.
And the screaming.
I'm with you,
yes,
buddy.
The screaming, crying girl, too, just like doing the motions, though.
While crying.
While crying.
That's maybe when you take her out.
It's literally me in life.
They had the teachers up there, like loving on them.
Oh, that's good.
It was really
It was
cute.
adorable.
You guys, I saw the most epic documentary over the weekend.
Can you tell us? I need to watch it.
I'm shooketh to my core. Okay? Movie Pass, Movie Crash. Has anyone heard of this? Okay.
I had Movie Pass, though.
Okay, John, producer John, you're going to fucking die. I hear about this documentary, and I'm like, Movie Pass, I know it well. I used to hang around Teddy. We called him Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
Ted Farnsworth. He's in the documentary.
It's about him.
He and my ex tried to do business deals together. They're showing on this documentary. It's how basically these 2 white men came in, thought that they had the answers to make Movie Pass a huge success, pushed out these 2 black men who had created it, started it, got the funding for it, really figured out how to make it work. Was it the numbers? They kept like fixating Ted and this other guy, Lowe. His last name was Lowe. Fixating on, we're going to have a $10 subscription fee, but it'll be a limited time and we're going to try to get our followers up to like, we have 1 million subscribers. And they fixated on this. They were obsessed with, well, why don't we try to get to 2? Why don't we try to get to 5? And I think his name, hold on. Can we Google his name? The 2 black men. I think it was Hamay.
Is it Stacy Spike
Stacy, yes.
and Hamay Watt?
Yes. So Stacy and Hamay, who were the 2 originators of this, they were like, this seems like a really bad idea. We're going too quick. We got to pump the brakes. So Ted Farnsworth and this Lowe guy give them the boot. They're like, we no longer need your services. You're no longer a part of it.
Bought them out, I'm assuming.
They still had their stocks, which was worth, I believe, $80 million. Stacy's was. But they got it after a 12-month period of time. Well, by that time, they had burned through all the cash. all of it. You guys, I am watching this documentary and they're talking about how Ted is blowing all this cash. They show a Coachella party with Dennis Rodman. I'm like, I was there. I was there.
Do you see yourself
with
in
my
any
ex? No, thank God.
Yeah.
With my ex being like, this is a great party. How'd you bag Dennis? And me sitting there being like, what does Dennis Rodman have to do with the movie industry? Cannes Film Festival, where they flew out 50 Cent? Yes. Burning all this cash that they didn't even have. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there, thinking we're living the freaking dream and how MoviePass and EFO are going to like merge and have this company together to produce movies. And it's going to go, this is what I'm being told, they're going to go public. This is huge. Back home in New York City, people are being like, what is Ted and Lo doing? Like, what are they doing? We're not going to have any money left. Like the subscribers' cards stopped working. Everything started going into shutdown. And they show this video, you guys.
Spending money.
Just blowing money. They show this video.
We were on a yacht with them in Miami.
Okay, so they show them blowing up a pink flamingo.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, Ted was only in MoviePass for a year. And that's the year that I knew him. But I just thought he like fell off the map. No, he's facing 3 counts of like 20 years in prison each. They're blowing up this, they're showing on the screen Instagram stories of this pink flamingo being blown up on a yacht. And I'm like, that's me on the pink flamingo with Teddy.
Stop.
The picture I sent you?
Yes.
That wasn't on it though, right?
What do you
The
mean?
doc?
The doc? Like,
No,
were you on that?
No. We were not on it at all. But it was just so wild. I'm like, wow, another documentary that like my ex is kind of into.
A question. Was
Yeah,
Teddy
in my name.
slimy?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so Landon, I was watching it with Easton's roomie, and he was like, did you like Teddy? And I was like, I adored him. It's so interesting to watch people like him move because I'm sorry. Do you know how hard it would be for me to like walk into a place and be like, I'm just here to figure out if you'll give me a quick $5 million for this idea.
Yeah.
And then just like talk my way through it. None of it made sense. He's like on all these Wall Street shows talking about how the subscription works and how they can make money. And people are buying into it. And I'm like, I am not a smart girl.
No, nobody.
This is not adding up.
This does not add up. I'm like, I'm not some like tech guru. I don't know how to subscription my ass off. But even I was sitting there being like, this doesn't make any sense. How did they get so far?
But it's the thing. It's like Theranos. It's like you see, well, I can't be the only one. If enough people are saying this is great, I'm obviously the idiot. What am I? I'm missing something here. And I don't want to be the one to like be like, this isn't going to work because it obviously is. Look at all these people giving their money and believing in it.
That would never happen to me. I like to think I'm a pretty smooth talker, but no one's going to be like, I'm going to give this bitch 500 mil.
Yeah.
I really believe in what she's doing. Like it would never, what is it about these people?
And
the jargon they speak to where it makes so much sense to someone to just write over millions of dollars. Like,
right. Well, it's a thing. I mean, I'm going to say this is a separate conversation. I'm not stating this against anyone that Lala just mentioned, but I have heard that's why a lot of narcissists are very successful. There's like a manipulation tactic. That's why a lot of, because they can like do this to people and they can like convince a room that like, and they're like, they're sociable and they're powerful and they're a people person and they like can inspire people. And then all of a sudden everyone's money's gone. And Lala Kent's on a pink flamingo on Teddy's yacht. What are we doing? What are we doing?
And at the very end, it shows Teddy who's facing trial, and the 3 counts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then it pops up that he has started another business.
Beautiful. I'm investing.
This is like Firefest, man.
It's wild. But then the beauty of it was Stacy bought back MoviePass.
So now I heard, is MoviePass back?
He's like, yeah. And they had their first successful quarter or year or something.
Oh, yeah.
They had a winning something.
Okay, see, I need to
They weren't in the
Money's coming.
Money's coming.
Money's
That's all
coming.
that matters.
And we're on the up and up. See, I need to watch this doc because I would totally get a movie pass subscription if I knew it was like supporting good people. That's great.
Yeah.
I love going to the movies. I just don't because I'm like, you're spending kind of a lot of money.
You guys, some of these people were like, I saw 407 movies that year. And I'm like,
Yeah, one of my buddies. He's
I
like,
went every Sunday with Kyle. We went every Sunday. We made it a Sunday thing, and we went to the matinee.
I fall asleep every time.
I wanted to
Big
see
sleeper
all
in
the
there.
movies.
let me know when it's out on the flicks.
Calvin,
or
I'll
the Hulu.
text Calvin. He'll be like, "Yeah, just going to a movie Wednesday at like
A movie.
11." I'm like, "Oh,
No.
it's nap
Those are the
time
best
in there."
times to go, man. Going
See?
by yourself, middle of the day, nobody's there. You have the whole theater to yourself. I have the A-list. I try to go 1 to 2 times a week.
I like to lay down.
See, are they
Reclining
layer downers?
chairs, recline them all the way
Reclining
back.
chairs.
They do
put your
have
feet
that.
up.
And now
Oh,
I'm
they're
missing
the
a
All
movie.
right, I'm going to get a movie pass.
Get a movie pass.
Did you know today is a great day to warranty? Well, actually, every day is a great day when you're not worrying about your appliances and home systems. And that's what you get with American Home Shield Warranty. I signed up with American Home Shield the moment I decided to buy my house. With an American Home Shield warranty, unexpected breakdowns like a leaky faucet or faulty water heater won't break the bank because covered repairs and replacements are taken care of, just like that. And not by me, my mom, or Easton. We wouldn't know the first thing to do if something stopped working in this house. I just contact American Home Shield when a covered item breaks, and their trusted and qualified pros will fix or replace it based on the coverage limits in your agreement. So having that sort of reassurance from American Home Shield is something to celebrate. When it comes to protecting your appliances and home systems, don't worry, be warranty. Visit ahs.com/GTL today to get 20% off any plan. That's ahs.com/GTL for 20% off any plan. For more details, see ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including limit amounts, fees, limitations, and exclusions. New Jersey residents, the product being offered is a service contract and is separate and distinct from any product or service warranty, which may be provided by the home builder or manufacturer.
So I had my glucose test today for my baby.
How'd that go?
It was good. Ocean came with me. She watched them draw my blood. Now baby's head has not dropped down yet,
Okay.
Painful?
which I think I'm approaching 29 weeks.
So is that pretty common then?
He said we're fine.
Okay.
I did say to him, I don't want to go over my due date. So if she doesn't come before, I don't really want an August baby. No offense, Jessica.
It's okay. They're whores. No, I'm just kidding.
It would still
You like an August
be
baby, huh?
it would still be she. I keep calling it an it still.
I know.
She would still be a Virgo baby. But I told him if she doesn't come before September 1st, I'm trying to be induced on September 1st. And he was like, great, we'll see what we can do. Let's see how your 30-week appointment goes. Because I have to go back to my anatomy doctor who does like the 20-week scan. You usually don't have to see him very often. I do because of my situation with Ocean. They just want to keep an eye on me. But everything looks really, really great. And Ocean was so stinking cute.
She told me,
was
she goes,
with you.
Mama got a needle
Oh, no.
into her arm.
And then she goes, why did you leave your blood there? I was like, because I don't want it. And they need to do something.
She watched it with her eyes?
She said she watched it.
Oh,
I could
my-
have never
vomit.
done that.
And mom said you
Right.
did. She said, no, she didn't watch. She watched her recital. And she was like, no, I watched. And then that's when she asked why I left it there.
I can't even watch. Question. You don't want to just push it to a day to September 2nd so you have the same birthday?
Well, here's the thing. If they induce me, if they do say we're willing to induce on the 1st, everything looks good, there is a chance she would come on the 2nd.
Oh, because
How would you feel
timing,
about that?
sure.
I'd be thrilled. That's what I would love that. I'm hoping for that.
Celebrate two and one.
Well, I did the Twats podcast.
Yes.
And Teddy
What?
was like 2 T's, TWOT,
Oh, that's
two
something very
T's,
different.
Twats.
Okay.
And she said, Teddy said, why would you want to have her on your birthday? And I was like, why do I need my birthday? She can have it. It's not sharing. Have it.
Right?
Like what I have a rager every September 2nd. No, I'm trying to like blow up balloons and have a carnival birthday
Oh, how
party.
fun for you to do that for your birthday.
But that's
I
That's very
Right?
Lala energy, though. I feel like you would have fun on your birthday. Every year, you know you're going to have a fun birthday because you're setting up
You would
for
never have a
baby
bad
X.
birthday. How crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Valentine's Day. I've never had a bad
'cause
Valentine's Day.
Easton.
'Cause
You're
it's your
welcome.
birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Aw.
fun. Since we're on the topic of babies, how do you guys feel about people setting up Instagram accounts for their babies, their kids?
I don't love it for multiple reasons. I think the world's getting more and more dangerous. I've seen TikToks about how many baby account photos of kids are saved. It's horrific.
I remember
Horrific,
talking about
right?
Saved to phones.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's number one. And number two, it is cringe. And I'm sorry, you guys. I think pet accounts are cringe too,
Agreed.
especially when they caption in the voice. I'm like, Mr. Wiggles or whatever your dog's name is not saying like, oh, it's a sunshine day. He's probably saying like not any of that because I love
He's a
dogs, but
dog.
he's a dog.
He's probably thinking,
He doesn't even have opposable thumbs.
He hates when you take photos of him,
Is
sir.
that what it's called?
Yeah, opposable thumbs.
It was kind of like when Sheena was like, Sandoval blocked Summer Moon. And there was one person that was like, Summer Moon doesn't know how to run Instagram. Sandoval blocked you.
Yeah.
Do you know how pissed I'd be if I grow up and I turn like 15 or whatever and my mom gave me my Instagram account and all of a sudden I'm like, this is the shit you've been posting in my
of me?
voice? Oh.
I started an Instagram for
Traumatic.
Ocean when she first popped out. And I think the last time I posted was when she had her newborn photos done where they dressed her up like a little mermaid. And she's on private.
Yeah, you didn't even accept me yet. And I followed it like
No,
a year and a
Ocean
half
didn't
ago.
accept you.
Oh, yeah. She's still learning.
Ocean didn't accept you.
Okay.
But I can barely run my own Instagram. That how am I supposed to run a baby's account? And also, like, she's not doing anything that is like that lit.
I love that you said that because most moms are like, they're just incredible every day.
No, they're incredible to you.
She's
Yeah.
eating blueberries.
I'm aware of that.
Summer is officially here, and if you are looking for a little summer style upgrade, you need to do what I just did and shop Quince. I am obsessed with their Mongolian cashmere tee. I bought it in ivory. I bought it in the heather pale gray. It's so soft. It's so comfortable. And the best part, I can make it super casual when I do things like record the podcast, or I can dress it up for a dinner out with the girls. I can wear it so many different ways, which is my favorite part about it, and be cozy at the same time. With Quince, you get luxury items without paying luxury prices, and that's perfect for my budget and my look. They have 100% European linen for under $50. Quince also has mulberry silk skirts and Italian leather bags and 14-karat gold jewelry starting at $30. I think that's my mom's favorite part about Quince. She loves her jewelry. All of their prices are 50 to 80% less than most similar brands. And I really can't say enough about the quality, you guys. You will be just as impressed as I am. So upgrade your closet this summer with Quince. Right now, go to quince.com/Lala for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's quince.com/Lala to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Lala.
I'm just going to wait to see if I have not geriatric diabetes. What is it called? Gestational.
Geriatric? Yeah.
That is
That's
old.
Lisa.
Oh.
Gestational.
Oh, so you think that's a
Gestational.
possibility?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no.
no. You always have to do the test.
Oh.
It's always a possibility. I don't think
When
I have
you're
it.
pregnant and then it goes away after you give birth?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just because everything fluctuates but I have a well-balanced diet. I don't know that has anything to do with it. But he also said he thinks the baby's laying on a nerve and that's why I was getting faint.
A lot of you said that in the DMs. Thank you, because I read a lot of like sciatica and different things like that, the nerve, and so do you feel relieved to learn that or no?
I feel relieved, and I'm picturing her in the womb as Boss Baby. You know how he like has the face? I'm picturing her like leaning up against my rib cage right here and like bouncing on my kidneys with her freaking feet. It's like very painful.
That doesn't sound...
She's aggressive.
No,
Why don't you
she's
can you start
intense.
just like moving around? Wiggling her everywhere?
yeah.
No,
No?
I move around a lot because she's having a heyday with my organs and things like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then he brought up, I was like, she moves a lot and my body was not in this much pain this early on, which
Yeah.
is all good. No complaints.
Yeah.
But like, I'm a little uncomfortable early on. And he said, well, you have to remember this baby could be much bigger than Ocean. And I'm like, and I love that. But I don't love that.
She is growing fast. I told you one weekend.
Is she bigger than Ocean was?
She's going to be bigger than Ocean. Ocean
Like
came
right
out at
now,
5'10".
5'10"? What do you mean?
Like 5 pounds, 10 ounces.
Oh, okay.
Just a 5'10" woman
Jessica.
crawling out of you? What is this? It?
She was like a supermodel.
She was so tall.
She just
Dumbass.
climbed out. Idiot.
Dumbass. Okay, speaking of dumbass, real quick, can we really quickly talk about babies? I don't give a fuck. I get DMs every time I make a dumb comment, but I'm just going to say it.
I love it.
So babies breathe in liquid when they're inside of you, and then they just are expected to come out in the world and they breathe oxygen. So why can't we breathe underwater?
Isn't it
Do
the
they breathe
umbilical
in?
cord?
Do they breathe water
They're in liquid.
They're in liquid.
Isn't it
They're
the
not in
But I think they
What about the
breathe-
umbilical
I think the
cord?
umbilical cord provides them with everything.
But does the
Like the
umbilical
oxygen-
cord go to their
I
nose?
don't know. This is a
Or
very
mouth?
good question.
So then why
No,
not?
it goes into their belly button.
So why can't I?
Everything. They go to the bathroom in the belly button.
That's what I'm
Through the
saying.
belly button,
Ew.
eat through the
No,
You
belly
just
but-
have poo in you?
When babies poop, it doesn't that happen when babies poop in a mom like close to 9 months or like feces or in the mom or something? You can, it's like bad.
You got to flush it out of
Yeah.
you.
So why can't we
So it's
breathe
like if you're
underwater? Someone let
overdue.
me know.
So
Huh?
why can't we breathe underwater? No, I want to know that too. You make an
For
excellent
real.
point. Because I think the umbilical cord is just for
Food and
food,
liquid.
yeah.
Yes.
My baby should be weighing in at 2 pounds, 7 ounces.
Weighing in at 2 pounds, 7 ounces. Really? Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right
Yeah.
now?
Fighter.
Right now.
That one's a-
Yeah.
Damn. That's a
It's
jujitsuer.
so weird. The weirdest is when they say, and maybe it's because I watched Juno back in the day,
Oh, Juno's a great one.
where like there's the protester outside the abortion clinic, and the thing that makes Juno not get an abortion is because the woman talks about fingernails. And every time it pops up on my phone where it's like, your baby now has fingernails. And I feel anything inside. I'm like, my baby's trying to claw its way out of me. I can feel it.
Oh.
So scary.
Does that happen?
No, it doesn't
No?
happen.
Oh.
Some babies, that's how they come
So
out.
are they little
Is
scratchers?
they claw their way out.
I don't know. But I did show, I exposed Allie Luber, James's girlfriend.
Exposed?
I exposed her to my birthing video.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
Janet
she's scarred.
Janet exposed her to her birthing video. And then I was like, I can one up it. I can one up the birthing.
I've
the
never
birthing.
seen
On the
your
next one?
birthing video, and I
You're
think
going to one up her on this next one, is what you're
That's the way.
saying.
No, Janet showed Allie her birthing video, and I
then
said
you
I can
one-upped
one
it.
up Janet with mine.
Was Janet in pain?
Well, Janet had a normal sized baby. Like my birthing experience, it was like you were in heaven,
A
right?
little ping pong
Yeah.
ball.
It was, yeah.
She
It was
shot
like
out.
Morgan Freeman was giving birth to Ocean,
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just
what a beautiful
because
voice.
It was like you didn't see any blood, nothing.
Yeah.
She just, like,
Flopped
little
right on
alien.
out.
Just a
Morgan
little
Freeman,
alien.
you're welcome to narrate Lala's birthing video of Ocean if you're interested.
oh my God, I would die.
I think
Slide
we
in the
have to.
DMs.
That would be good cameos for him to do. It's like, send me a
Yeah.
video and I'll just narrate it.
He could make a lot of, I'd pay
He
good
could
money.
make it like
He
he
could
makes
make
Probably
more.
way
not.
more money on a single day on set right now.
Yeah, but he's got to put in
cameo.
a lot of work. You got to do a character breakdown.
Mm.
You have to read an entire script. Those could run, 70 to 100 and something pages.
Yeah, and he
I
was
feel
probably
like
getting
at this
paid
point-
70 to 100 million.
He could just walk on
That's very
set.
true.
Yes.
Morgan
True,
Freeman
yes.
isn't doing a movie for 2 million.
No, he sure isn't.
Yeah.
But
If you ever need to join Patreon or Patron, what is it called? What's the app
Patron?
again?
Patreon or Cameo.
Cameo.
All of a
That's
sudden
what it
we
is.
Cameo.
work. All of a sudden we work for Cameo. Morgan Freeman, if you ever want to hop on Cameo, we'd love to have you.
We'd have nothing to
Hey,
do with
Sonia
any of
Morgan
it.
made good money on Cameo,
sure
you
did.
bitch. Don't knock the hustle.
I do like Cameo. I went to a very nice Super Bowl party with Cameo in Lala's place.
I was like, I feel like you may have stolen my ticket.
Lala, they're
Sounds like you wanted to go.
I
you
show
never
up,
go
they're
anywhere.
like, oh, is she not with you? No, but here I am.
I know. They're like, oh.
Shut the door.
I know. Hey, the bathroom's that way and your seat
At
is
the
actually
Cameo
over there.
Mansion.
At the Cameo
Right?
Mansion, yeah.
That place was
fun.
baller. All right, let's talk about something interesting, Jess.
All right.
Chipotle versus the people.
I have such strong feelings about Chipotle.
I don't have any because I've been there
fucking
3
love
times,
Chipotle.
maybe.
I've been
Ever in
housing
your
it
life?
lately.
Yeah.
All right, you shut your filthy fucking mouth.
Beautiful.
Shut it.
People have been complaining that Chipotle has decreased its food portion size. It's gotten to the point where people are just walking out mid-order if they aren't getting proper portions.
The disrespect.
The disrespect. On whose part?
Both.
Okay. There's even a Chipotle hack that people have been doing where they film their order to make sure they are getting the proper portion. Now, this has worked on some occasions and other it's backfired. Chipotle said there has been no changes in our portion size. Oh, so now you're going to gaslight us? And we have reinforced proper portioning with our employees.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to Chipotle last week, let me tell you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go to Chipotle, oh my God, multiple times a month. It's a new thing for me.
What's the order?
Oh, wow. I love Chipotle so much. I feel so much love inside of my heart right now.
I want to punch you so
Chipotle.
much for just
Okay,
this.
let me tell you guys the order. You do. First off, their portion sizes. I got a burrito. Don't come for Chipotle on my watch. I got a burrito. Last
This
week
is
as
passion.
big as a infant child. And that was delicious.
Did you enjoy
Okay?
that infant
I
child-sized
enjoyed
burrito?
it so much. Number 2, here's your order. So I always do a few things. Here's what you got to do at Chipotle, you guys. You go to Chipotle, you get a quesadilla, sometimes steak, sometimes chicken. Steak's the way to go. You get onions, peppers, the cheese. Then you get it toasted and everything. Then you get their sour cream and you get their vinaigrette and you mix it together. Whew, and you dip the quesadilla in there, and let me tell you. Oh, and then sometimes you dip it in the black beans.
So what, you get
Chipotle.
everything on the side? You don't get everything in the burrito? Do you know
No.
what a burrito is? And where's the
burrito,
quesadilla
that was a
coming
quesadilla.
from?
Did you
That
get a
is just
burrito
good.
bowl?
The burrito, you put everything inside of it. Then I get a bowl sometimes when I'm trying to be
Wait, hold on. Are you
healthy.
making your own burrito or are they making the burrito for you?
They're making it for me. I'm not behind the counter.
What do you mean?
But
We
you made it-
choose what we want.
I know, but you were making it sound like you got one tortilla and then all this stuff and you made your own burrito.
No,
Maybe
so
I'm high. I don't know.
I got a
Are
quesadilla.
you
it sound
high
like
whenever
that?
you go to Chipotle? You're acting like you've never been there.
No,
When have you ever
listening
gone?
to her, I don't know if I was high.
I get a burrito, but I was talking about also the quesadilla I get.
You were a
Okay.
little all over the place. Let me tell you what you
Okay.
get at Chipotle. Yours fucking sucks.
I get a burrito.
You get a
Mine's
burrito,
good.
a
A burrito
quesadilla,
and a quesadilla
and then
some
you make
days.
some sauces, I heard.
No, those are 2 separate orders. And then when I want to be healthy, I get a salad. Go ahead,
But with the
Lala.
same stuff.
Yours
Yeah.
is good. I feel like you would notice the portion size on a burrito. So if you didn't notice, but you also eat like hummus and shit. So who knows?
Ate hummus one time.
She eats weird. She eats weird and small portions.
Yeah.
But
I feel like
I
your farts
usually,
stink.
you know what
Weird farts.
You know,
I bet.
they're just air. They smell like
killing me
flowers.
today. I'm going to go to Chipotle today because
Yes.
there is nothing better than I usually get their veggie burrito bowl.
Okay.
I don't like beans. I get the rice, the lettuce, the corn salsa.
Mhm.
I get what's the salsa that's just tomatoes though?
Pico de gallo.
Pico de
de gallo.
gallo. Thank you, Easton.
Mhm.
And then I just get sour cream on the top and the cheese. That's it.
Delish.
That's it with the chips.
No avocado or no guacamole?
I like guacamole in its own bowl with a chip. I don't want it mixed into my stuff because then it gives me a hummus vibe.
Oh, sloppy.
A hummus
I
vibe.
love
all
it
wet.
mixed in.
We know you do. And I will report back to see if it's true.
I'm going to go to Chipotle today as well. Chipotle, feel free to sponsor the podcast. We'd love to have you.
I went to Chipotle the other day and
us.
it was okay. The portions were good, but what people have shown on videos, like there's only like maybe 4 pieces of chicken in their burrito bowl. Like they're barely putting anything in there. So that's what people are
it's the
getting mad.
protein.
This is the
It's
protein.
everything. It's protein. It's everything. Like they're just maybe putting a little bit on, and so you get a bowl, and it's not even full. Like I got a bowl like a month and a half ago, and it wasn't even full. Like I finished that easily. Like normally when I go to Chipotle, I get full. I can't finish it right away.
I usually have leftovers.
Yeah, and at this point,
Well,
like
not for me
the bowl
when I
wasn't
go.
filled up, and that's what people are doing. So the Chipotle CEO, he's like, "Oh, if you're ordering and you see him like not giving enough, just give him like a little head nod." So people, I've seen it. Some dude goes with like a full-on selfie stick with his camera and is like, "Hey, like get me like I want a chicken bowl," and they don't put enough, and he kind of goes, "Hey, come on, Joe," or whatever the guy's name is. Then he puts more on. and then employees are striking back. Like a manager saw them doing that and said, "You're not allowed to record here. Get out."
Well, then I'm going to say you need to take it up with your CEO, Brian Nickel, because like
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
said,
so that's
he's
the
the one
thing.
that's telling us
do
that
I get
we can have
upcharged
more.
for the head nod?
This sounds like the workers.
No, you got to pick, okay? You got to pick. You're either going to keep prices where they are or drop them down if you're going to take away the portion, or you better leave it where it is or give me a little bit more if you're going to charge me more. That's just how this works.
I like Cafe
You
Rio.
don't get to charge me the same and knock me down a bit, or charge me more and knock me down a bit.
This
There's
sounds
gotta
like-
be
yes, but
this happening.
This sounds like it's not on Chipotle. This sounds like it's on the Chipotle workers.
Well, they need to get on the same page.
Not
Because
all of
Cafe
them, though.
Rio kills it, and when you order extra meat, they go, extra, and you feel great.
and everyone's scry never. Ooh.
And this is where it gets tricky. Is because Chipotle has online orders, so you don't see
you're
them make
getting-
it. So you could just go pick up your bag, go to your house, and there
And
could
it's
be
just
barely anything
lettuce
in
in
there.
there.
Yeah.
So go
Disappointment.
into Chipotle.
Have you guys seen my nails lately? They are looking absolutely amazing, and I'm going to let you in on my secret for gorgeous nails, okay? Impress No Glue Press-On Manis. These are a getting ready game changer. There is no glue, there is no damage to your natural nails, and no annoying dry time. Just one step and you're done. And as a mom of a toddler and a soon-to-be newborn, fast and easy is my #1 priority. These nails are totally on trend, and the style options are endless. I love using Impress No Glue Press-On Manis because they are the easiest and fastest way to upgrade my look in just minutes. They also have a patented super hold adhesive for up to 7-day secure hold. Impress No Glue Press-On Manis are a beauty must-have. Do yourself a favor and try them today. Get yours at impressbeauty.com/no-glue and use code NOGLUE with no space at checkout for 25% off. That's impressbeauty.com/no-glue and use code NOGLUE at checkout for 25% off Impress manicure and press-on falsies.
Okay, do you guys remember the guy who who zoomed into his court appearance for his driver's license being suspended? He's like, "Hold on, I'm just making
parking."
a turn."
I'm just parking.
Parking. So there's more to Corey Harris's suspended license, or not suspended license. Who knows? Do you want to read it for us, Jess?
New shocking twist to driver's license man. When Corey Harris turned into his Zoom court date while driving, he had to turn himself in because he was driving with a suspended license. Then we found out it was an error and the license shouldn't have been suspended. Now we have learned that Harris never had a Michigan license and has never had a license in the other 49 states.
So
How'd he get
there's
suspended?
there's no license to even be suspended.
So he doesn't even have a license, period.
This is not good, and they should call it a draw.
They should.
They're both
They
sides.
should just
have-
give him 30 days to go get his license.
Go get your license, sir. He's obviously been driving fine.
Yeah.
But like, why am I here on a suspended license? If we're really gonna talk, I don't even have a license.
yeah.
I
sir.
don't even good.
What was the cop who suspended it?
Yeah, this is a little.
Shouldn't there be a
confusing.
ticket tracking this back?
Yeah, this is weird. He must have looked it up and didn't see it in the system and thought it was suspended, but it never existed.
But
It never existed in
you know
none
if you
of the
went and got
states.
a license, I promise you.
Well, I think he just probably started driving and was a fine driver, like Lala was driving in 6th grade to the tanning salon or whatever you said. 7th grade.
Oh, perfect. Even better.
And probably was a fine driver and then just thought,
Yeah,
There
she
we
still
go.
went and got her license after.
well,
Well,
Mr. Harris.
Corey Harris is a grown ass man, but also the court system.
I kinda fuck
How
with
do
it.
you not know if who's driving with? You're suspending licenses that don't exist.
Yeah.
You guys don't know what the hell's going on.
No.
You got me in the Galapagos Islands. I don't know where the hell I am.
Swimming with turtles. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Flailing about in the water.
Seinfeld reference.
Oh.
You wouldn't know.
But hold
Man,
on.
I thought this was a bit.
It's not a
That's-
bit.
Damn it.
I just don't understand how you suspend a license because you have to put your driver's license number in there to suspend.
Right.
Because it haven't. So
I wonder
who's the cop behind
Yeah,
this?
yes.
That's what I want to know.
We
Who's
need
the cop?
With
the starting point.
Because you say, they walk up to your window, you say license and registration. I've done it hundreds of times.
Oh,
It-
so
Do
you're a
you
shitty
have to
driver.
have a license to have registration and car insurance?
I think
I would
so.
assume
So
so.
he must have been lacking a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. now
Honestly-
driving uninsured because when you do insure, you have to give them your license number.
They
Right.
just want Mr. Harris to get a license. You can charge him all the money. Just give him a license. He's obviously a fine
Let
driver.
him drive.
And
Let him
fix your
drive.
system, court.
That's
I
number one.
appreciated that he didn't want the Zoom court date to start until he had
Parked.
made a completion of the turn and parked his car.
I would have not answered.
There's
until
your
I was
driving
parked.
test.
There's your driving test. And
No, you know what? He's an honest. He knew why he was going. In fact, I respect it.
Mhm.
He
A man
knows
of his
exactly why he's there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving on a suspended license. And you know what? I know I shouldn't be driving, but I'm driving right now.
Maybe that's why he was so confused because he was like, do I have something suspended? I never had.
he said, oh.
Oh,
Oh.
damn.
He goes,
Oh, oh
No.
my God.
You know what?
Oh
my God. That's
I
maybe my-
love him.
You know what? It's kind of like when I get caught doing things and it all clicks and I go,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
God. Yes.
This is making
It's
sense.
all
now.
making the sense.
Yeah.
Let's add one more update to that. Apparently, he was also arrested 9 years ago for driving without a license.
This poor
Sure.
guy.
Sir. Okay, Corey, we were there for you.
Oh my God.
Until that.
you. We were all rooting
We
for
were
you.
all rooting for you.
So is he in jail or what's going on with this
No,
man?
but you
not
guys,
sure where he's
driving
at.
on a suspended license, he's never had one ever.
Well, yeah, you think
That's
after
why he
that
never
9
went
years-
in to
Never
go
had
clear
one.
the air. That
But-
probably makes sense why he never went to go clear the air 2 years ago when this
Let me
whole
tell you
thing
something.
happened.
because he never had one.
This
Yeah.
is the system. This is not Corey Harris.
No.
No.
You, like I said, you've got me
cop.
somewhere where I don't know where I am.
We need the ticket with the cop who
Because think
gave
about
it to
it.
him.
Think of what they did. Think of what they would have done. You are right, producer John. He goes in and he goes, I got a ticket for driving with a suspended license. And they find out he doesn't have a license. He's now going to get in more trouble because he was driving without a license. I wouldn't go in either. I'd be like, well, I'm not.
Yeah, the number doesn't
No.
exist. You can't even find me.
He's
You
going to get
literally-
in more trouble.
Well, you can't even find this guy.
Pay higher fines. You shit system.
I'm
shame.
really shame.
Shame.
We haven't done shame in a while.
Shame.
Shame them.
Shame on you.
Shame
We've
the
had
court.
such good content these days. No one has needed shame. iOS 18 update. It has to do with Apple, right, John?
Yeah.
Don't
there's something
bring
to
me
make
that
our
Android
phones a little
shit.
slower.
That Android bullshit. Get that out of here. Unless you want to sponsor the podcast.
Then we will all use Android.
All of us.
The new
I'm gonna need
iOS
2 phones.
18 update from Apple came out this week and has new features, and I'm so here for it. You guys can schedule text messages.
How do you do that? Because I'm about to text you now. Hi.
I don't know how to do it.
I'll figure it out.
I'll probably have you figure it out and then teach me.
Because I have it. I
If
have
you
the new
hide the
iOS.
app, what if I can't find my hidden app?
I don't love that you can now lock or hide certain apps.
Oh, I like that.
I have PTSD.
Oh. But what about like your daughter plays on your phone? There's got to be apps you
See,
don't want her to
I
see.
never go there. I'm like, what are you fucking trying to hide? You cheating on me? Who's
Who?
the whore? What's her name? You don't even have a boyfriend. Who are you talking to? No one's cheating on you, Lala. Calm down.
This is going to ruin so many relationships, being able to hide and
That's what
lock
I
those
mean.
apps and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if it's being used to like hide from your kids.
Nudie
yeah,
folders.
I
Hey,
totally
guess what?
get that.
If you have to look at your partner's phone, then maybe you should reevaluate your relationship. I never, or maybe said never, but I've never really looked at phones in relationships. I can say that.
It'll be interesting how I feel when I get into a new relationship if I'm going to be like, what's on there?
Yeah, because don't you feel once you have to start questioning and you're like insecure about like that maybe it's like you have versus I got to figure out how to get in that phone. Maybe you should start thinking like, well, why do I feel this way towards this person? Because yeah, sure, you can get in their phone, but if you feel
Well, it goes back to the gut, right?
Yeah.
Is what you're talking about. The
Yes.
feeling. Yeah.
because guess what? They can be out if you're feeling that way toward a phone. They're probably out doing some shady shit anyway.
Yeah, that's why you're getting the feeling.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep it lighthearted and think that Apple did this because they know that kids get on their parents'
Yeah.
phones. So
They don't
Just a
want.
pair-
You know
yeah.
what I'm about to schedule, right?
What?
All of my happy birthday texts ever.
Then they don't mean
Yeah.
anything.
Well, I won't tell anyone.
I
If you
think
hear
it
this,
I think
pretend
it
you
means a
didn't.
lot. You're taking the time to schedule
Just-
someone's
Yeah.
And then it just sends it. You forgot it's their birthday anyway.
Do you know I had a business idea of it's like a Hallmark where you can order cards for the whole year and they will ship them out on your friends and family's birthday and you pay like a monthly thing and you can like customize it. No one take that idea. And if it already exists, you stole my idea. So wouldn't that be great?
Maybe you should patent it.
You should patent it right now, and I'm not kidding. I have
You
a
probably
really
shouldn't
good
put that on.
That's a really genius idea.
Thank you.
Does it exist?
It
You
probably
should
does.
Google first.
I'll Google it.
Google
I
it.
think this was also Kyle's idea first, and I stole his. So if you steal it from me, maybe
You stole it from him.
I stole it from him. Well, moving on.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. This year, y'all, has flown by so quickly for me. I cannot believe that we're already almost halfway through the year. And when life goes by that fast, it's important to take a moment to celebrate your wins and make adjustments for the rest of the year. Therapy can help you take stock of your progress and set achievable goals for the next 6 months. Therapy is so helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it's not just for those who have experienced major trauma. Therapy truly is for everyone. Easton's told you on the podcast how much it's helped him lately, and it makes my heart feel so warm. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your own schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Take a moment and visit betterhelp.com/GTL today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL.
Ladies, lock in your holiday plans. If you have a husband, you don't have a husband who is a fan of both the NFL and college football and want to take a trip to the Christmas holiday. For the Christmas holiday, I hated popcorn in class. When they were like, Lauren, it's your turn to read. I'm like, what are words? What are words? For the Christmas holiday, you better plan them now. From December 19th until January 12th, there is either an NFL game, college game, or both every day but what?
9.
Every day but 9 over the span. What do you mean?
Every day but 9 days.
Yeah, so for those 3 weeks,
For those
from
3
December
weeks, there's-
19th to January 12th, there's going to be either an NFL game, a college football game, or both being played
I
on
kinda
those
love
days,
that.
like every day.
I kinda
Besides
love that.
9 days over the 3
What are the
3 week
holidays
span.
but sitting on the couch
You
and
know what?
watching
You're
TV?
absolutely right. And I can picture the house and it is filled with the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
We're going to get some cinnamon sticks.
Yep.
Mm.
That
Bad
sounds
at math. How
great.
many days are in between and what is 9? What's the outcome? How many
So-
days are there games?
So basically, I think it starts on the 19th. There's games the 19th, 20th, 4 on the 21st, 1 on the 22nd.
You lost me.
Yeah, like 1 on the
I'm
23rd.
guessing they're
There's
gonna
a lot
stop
of
playing
games.
like
Yeah.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so probably their only
There's around
days. that
Christmas
there's not
Christmas
gonna
days.
Eve
be.
is a break. There's an Eve on a break on Christmas Eve.
What? There's not a
Oh,
game
and
on
I'm
Christmas
gonna-
Eve?
Yeah, there's
You're
a
gonna have a
And I'm gonna have a new
baby.
baby. I put them in little cute what's his name? Travis Kelce
Jersey?
jerseys. And I'll wear a little Swifty t-shirt.
Oh,
I love
or whoever.
that. Or whoever.
For the Chiefs and Steelers on Christmas Day.
Wait, what did you say? Chiefs and Steelers?
Chiefs Steelers
Do you
on.
pay attention to the
Pittsburgh
podcast when we do it?
Steelers.
We mentioned this game.
Yes, we
When?
have. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks
When
ago.
we
I don't remember
the
either.
merge of all the streaming services.
Oh, I didn't know the Steelers.
'Cause that's a
you guys.
Netflix
I'm a
game.
humongous Steelers fan.
That's a
currently.
Netflix
you
game.
gonna have your terrible towel swinging?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it swinging. Terrible towel.
I think it's going to be amazing. And you know what? Now that the boys live in the back house,
Oh, we're gonna have football on all day.
all day,
Mm-hmm. Both houses.
everyone's invited.
Really?
Yeah, packed house. I want a packed house.
Are we back from
Food.
Hawaii on December 19th? Yes, we sure are.
Yeah, we're definitely back.
We better be,
Definitely.
because I have
Definitely.
plans.
definitely.
All right. Should we? I really wanted to cover this real quick. Do you guys watch Summer House? Oh my gosh. Okay,
We
guys.
do have guests in the. Did you mention that? We have guests in the studio?
I did not. I have guests that are my friends.
I'm nervous.
And I've been trying to picture them as just friends because I'm like, oh, I feel so put on the spot. But I feel
Without-
like we've been killing it. You know me and an audience. I start,
Right.
but I feel like we've been killing it so far.
Nicole
so
and
welcome.
Emily, welcome.
Thank you for coming.
If you want your names out, we can cut them.
sorry.
That's why I didn't say them.
Fine with that. My bad. I'm a fucking idiot.
You stupid
Whoopsie,
son of a
stupid
bitch.
So I have never watched Summer House before. Okay, it's so good.
Carl and Lindsay wedding thing.
The whole wedding thing. I think they only have had one reunion air. Besides the Carl and Lindsay thing, I was very upset about the Sierra and West thing. That thing really pissed me off. So Sierra is this beautiful, she's like a supermodel. Okay, she's absolutely stunning. Wes is like the cute dude who like loves football, has like a trendy mustache. Like he's whatever. But like he looks fun, okay? And he acted fun. And all of a sudden we learn about who he really is in the reunion. He's outed. So they film together all summer. They're very cute. Sierra has this moment of like, I don't just hand my body out to whoever. I'm not just going to sleep around. It's just not me. I know that I date with intention, and the second I have sex, I'm going to become attached. This guy knew that. They wrap. He takes her to a wedding with him, takes her to meet his parents on the farm or whatever. His mom, I think, is an OBGYN, and his dad is like a farmer or something, like a cowboy.
Wow.
If someone did that to me, I'd be like, this man's dating me with an intention to, like, we're together. Like, you're not introducing me to the parents and taking me to your friends' weddings without us, like, either having a label or we're getting to have a label.
The parents is a huge move.
Huge move.
Yeah.
She sleeps with him. And all of a sudden, this guy, who you would never have thought that he's the type to feed in to the fans and being like a reality TV, we won't call him a star, a personality. He said what bothered him, what made him nervous, is that he kept seeing things he was tagged in. And he's like, and I just kept thinking, so what? I'm just going to be like this guy that's like attached to Sierra. It's like, you piece of shit. Like that's what he wanted the whole time. And the show this season was great. But there were so many conversations that took place in that reunion that I'm like, wow, I see so many different sides. And maybe it's just because of this, like how things went down where you've got Lindsay and Carl who have completely different perspectives on how the relationship went south.
I saw some clips.
If you're looking at it from just a viewer standpoint, it does look like Carl really tried to convey that like, hey, I'm unhappy and this is what I'm needing from you and you're not giving it. And she doesn't give anything. Like she's tough. But then on the flip side, when she says like, you keep talking to me about all of these ideas and you want me to be happy for you and celebrate when there's nothing to celebrate. You don't have a job still.
Right.
So what do you want me to do? Give you a pat on the back and be like, great job.
Yeah.
You still don't have a job. I will say that she went out and was displaying that she was completely blindsided by him breaking off the engagement. Now that we've watched, I don't know how you could be blindsided at all. Right? Am I making this up? I was like, there wasn't one cute scene where it was like you made any progress. It was constantly at each other's throats. However, I don't know what it was like when cameras were put down. They only film a show for the summertime.
Did she mention? Yeah. Did she mention after watching it? Because sometimes don't you feel like sometimes people are lost in their relationship, and then when you take a step back, I can't imagine how it is on reality TV, but you take a step out and then you start to look back on things and you change your perspective, like from being blindsided to being like, oh.
Because aren't they all living in the same house?
I think, yeah. Well, and it's only weekends that they film.
Okay.
So they film a little bit back in the city, and then every weekend they go to the summer house.
Yeah.
In the Hamptons or Montauk or whatever. But yes, I feel like if you're open to reality TV being like a mirror for you and kind of using it to self-reflect, even though there is an aspect of it being produced because that's how you make a show. Yes, there's an element. I don't know if she says that. I've only seen the first episode of the reunion.
Okay.
Who knows if Andy's going to ask her, do you really look back on that and think I'm still blindsided? Like you see nothing wrong with this? Again, it's really hard when you take someone's life and you're like, well, they only film X amount of hours a day on the weekends for 2-3 months. We really are getting like a very tiny little bit of life that they live, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he broke it off and he has no regrets.
Yeah, I could tell by the clips he doesn't have any regrets.
And she has a new boyfriend already.
She
How
does?
do these people move on so fast? Give me the secret. Give me the secret. Give me the sauce.
you know immediately what you don't want. So then when you meet someone, because you know what you want, because you thought you had it in this person, then you realize, oh, I didn't want this. You break it off. You kind of, if you're ready to get married, you kind of know what you want. So then you go, and yes, you could see red flags and be like, this is what I don't. But you know what you want, you know what you don't want. And I would think some of these people, you meet this person and you'd be like, oh, look, they have what I want and they have what I don't want, or they're willing to work on
I
things.
feel like there's a lot of people that they'll like give up stuff. They'll be like, well, I wish this was different, but they're great.
I'm just thinking.
Well, compromise, of course.
Yeah,
because
but
if you
can't.
think that someone's with you and they're thinking everything about you is perfect, they're also making, it's just not the big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't agree with you, Jessica, because
Okay.
if it was everything you wanted, you know what you want, it would have worked out.
Okay, but unless they...
It would have worked out.
I'm going to use I'll just use The Bachelorette. You know how a lot of people on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, they get engaged. A lot of times there's the one person that actually wants this and the one person that does not. Really.
Okay.
But they're on the show, they're lost in and then there's this relationship, they're engaged, and then they break it off. A lot of times this person who really wanted it and is not the one who broke it off gets in a relationship very quickly after. And you have to see that happen multiple times and think, okay, there's something to it. So my thought is, if I had a friend who was engaged to someone they were with for a long time and then broke it off, and the person that didn't want to break it off quickly got in another relationship, married and had kids, I'd be like, oh, well, this person knew what they wanted all along. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They kind of knew, and that's why they're like, okay, well, you broke up with me. I know what I want, and this is what I want. And so
Went and did it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went and got it, I don't know. I'm just looking at it.
compromise.
There's no
Yeah.
You got a
grieving
lower class-
process that, and I think maybe I'm too extreme,
Mm-hmm.
but the moving on so quickly when you were planning a life with this person forever, and then it doesn't work out and you could already move on, there's something about that concept that it's a misfire for me. I just cannot grasp it.
Yeah.
But you like being alone. A lot of people don't. A lot of people need
It's
a
not that I like
companionship.
being alone. It's that I'm okay being alone.
Yeah.
Would I like a partner?
But there's
yes,
people who
of course I would.
can't be alone. And I have a couple friends like that. And that's how I know. And those are the ones who could 2-year relationship, break up, 1 month be in another.
It's
And
wild.
Because they
Also,
need that, I don't know.
But they need but also if you
Because I don't need it, so I don't know
believe-
what the hell they need in it.
Well, if you believe there's multiple amazing partners for you in life, it's easier to move on. Because if you don't believe you have a few soulmates in life. If you think no, you have a lot of people in this world who could be incredible partners for me and make an incredible life. I feel like it's easier to kind of be like, oh, look, I met one.
But I believe that there are many people who could fit into the box of what you want in a partner. What
Okay.
I'm not understanding is how you get with someone and you pour yourself into each other and then it's over and there's no moment of I need to take some time to recover from this. I know that there's other people out there. Of course there's 7 billion people on the planet. Of course there's someone else. But it doesn't take away from the fact that this was my person. We were planning a life together, children, grandbabies, every Christmas together until we die. And it's well, it was fun doing that, but this guy, he's so hot. I'm so much better off without you. It's
But then they just
It's
don't have to deal with
weird.
it. They
I
just jump
hear
into the
you.
other to
And then some
so
people
they don't remember so they don't have to deal with that breakup.
The
They just
dealing.
jump into the next. It's that
Dealing
was
and also
nothing.
life is
it's a
life.
coping mechanism.
Some people
Okay.
are time. Some guys or girls are
But
I
that's
don't
where I'm
wanna be an
saying
old
you're
dad.
okay to be alone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who after they break up, they're like, I need that again, and I will whoever it is, whoever wants me, I'll take you.
Okay.
and there are biological clocks, for women and men. Some women are I want to be a mom. I want to have a baby. Some men are I don't want to be an old dad. So, okay,
I can understand that.
No, I don't
Yeah.
want to be one. I had one.
You had an old dad.
Yeah. You did too.
You know,
I didn't require much.
Come throw the ball
Come
with
watch
me,
my
Dad.
play.
My knees.
really?
All right.
I did. Oh, interesting.
He got
you did
me
not
nuts
look old
so
in
I
the
could
photo.
throw it.
Well,
I
your
would
dad's
come back.
12, so you wouldn't know.
Your dad,
would
how
you?
old's your
Jay.
dad? 32?
My dad is 32. Yes.
Yeah.
They're
He's
young.
50. 3.
What?
54.
No, it's
Yeah,
wild.
Jake
Yeah.
is,
They look good.
he's
yeah,
wild.
that's some crazy
Again,
shit.
I have no idea the real backstory behind Carl and Lindsay. I think this just comes down to they were not compatible. Because I think every time I've been around her, she's nothing but kind. She's a bad little bitch. Carl, he's sober. It's a very different game when you're dealing with someone in sobriety, especially someone who's got the drug aspect of things. It's a sobriety that I can't relate to. So I think maybe it was just best that they parted ways, and I think that they both agreed. I really enjoyed this season. If you're bored, it's a good binge.
Give it a watch.
Let's wrap it up. Let's talk about our aches and relieves of the week.
Okay,
Jess,
ache and
who wants to
relief.
start?
Okay, my ache is that I have spent all weekend looking for boats for me and my friends to rent for 4th. I have a group of friends and we want to take it out for 4th of July. And
We're so grateful for the invite.
no,
So
I was
kind of
gonna.
Just about to say,
No,
where
you
the
guys,
fuck
I
is my
did not
text?
find. I was thinking San Diego. We had such a good time. I texted.
But you already had a head count.
I
so
thought a
where was my
boat-
head count? You
No, I
son
didn't
of
have a head
bitch.
count, or even a small. Is it too much to ask?
Look at
A
her.
small yacht, and
It's not too much to ask.
and they're booked. I have been talking. They've been like,
I'm
I'm booked. Can't cancel that again. Dinner with myself. No, and so that is my ache because a lot of places were like, yeah, it's been booked for like a year. I get it. It's a 4th of July.
I
but
think
like,
I have some friends with boats, but then we're stuck with you, bitch.
Oh,
and then
I would
I'm going
love
to have
that.
to say, well, let me see your head count because I don't know about these.
I would love that.
And then we're
I'll
stuck
ditch
with the
'em.
people
I'm
on the
just
boat.
joking.
You what?
No, but there's nothing
a
better than
bummer.
a 4th of July.
4th of July boat.
Yeah.
And a lot of the ones that what?
I bid on that at the Brent Shapiro Foundation.
Stop.
Did we get it?
For 4th of July?
Yes.
Did we get it?
Yes.
You're lying.
We're
I
going.
did. So I'll be on a yacht. Bye, bitch.
Bring me.
We're fine.
She bought 4 tickets and she forgot about
High
them.
five me.
Stupid bitch.
I'll drop everyone. Except
Well, you're
Alexis.
still not good enough because you didn't
Alexis,
count
you
this
guys would
head
like.
nor that
That's
head.
your ache. What's your relief?
Okay, my relief is that that I leave Wednesday night. I get into New York Thursday morning for Katie's baby shower, and I'm there until Sunday. And I haven't seen her pregnant. It's a different beast.
Wow. You have to tell me how big her bump is.
I know she looks so cute. I'm so excited to see her and feel baby C.
So does that mean I'm off Thursday, Friday?
You are, yes. You have a very. I've scheduled a couple personal
we do not
things
do
for
well
you.
without her.
But yeah, I mean, like a couple. Yeah, no, you're off.
Oh, I'm out of here, John. I'm
I know,
headed
I
to the
figured.
desert.
Go to the desert.
115.
Well, we're really excited for you and your
Thank
new
you.
nephew, and we hope that you have all the fun in the world with your fam.
Thank
TT, ache and relief.
Ache. There isn't one.
Because you're home.
I'm home. I went
Yeah.
on vacation. I went to Utah. Went home.
Vacation? Did it feel like a
Yeah.
vacation?
Yeah, I didn't do anything, and it was brilliant. It was
Bad.
great. So, relief.
Yeah. Being back.
Ache,
It could
yeah.
be anything.
And the ache is leaving the homies. That's about it.
Oh.
My homies in Utah. There's
Yeah.
the ache. I didn't
love
do a
it.
lot of looking on this, so I didn't really research or do anything. I was just hanging.
Do you mean researching the ex?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is she still in Utah?
Heartbreaking. Yeah.
Easton's been suffering. I was like, why are you sleeping all the time? Are you depressed? He's
I know. They're like
yeah,
yelling
I
at me on the
actually
phone.
am.
I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm
actually
getting
am.
attacked. I'm like,
But then we really rallied. Me
They
and
did.
mom.
They've been
We
great.
babied him.
they still are.
Which when I suffer from heartbreak, mostly because the guys I like are scrubs, my mom's like, he was a fucking loser. You're better off without him. I'm like, Easton gets babied so hard when he has heartbreak.
She was a good one. She was a good one.
Yeah, but I liked her. I'm like, okay, that's fine. My ache this week is purely physical.
Oh,
Purely
tell us.
physical.
Just your baby kicking your ass?
My back I can't get comfortable. I need to figure out who I can have come and like massage me in a way that is not going to be uncomfortable. Laying on my side is not the business. It's just a lot. But I'm not going, although it is an ache, I'm not complaining because I'm happy that I am producing a healthy baby as of now. So no complaints there. My relief is seeing my baby perform on stage.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
Angel.
Angel face. You guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Reminder, the video on YouTube airs Fridays at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I always look at Easton to be like, am I saying this right? And
I don't
remember
know.
on YouTube to comment, like, subscribe.
Boom.
Good job.
I feel like such a Gen Zer when I do that. Thank you guys. I love you. I will catch you next week. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all three? I'm getting really good at that.